Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 7, and we are here to continue the story of our characters, Trace, Rafa, and Ahsoka, going off and trying to make some money thanks to Rafa. Trace made a mistake, got kinda didn't like everyone fighting with each other, decided to dump all the cargo. Then they tried to pull one over to try to make it past, and didn't work, and got captured. So we'll have to see how our characters get out of this, and does Trace lose her ship thanks to her sister? Does she realize it's her sister's fault and kinda... like, her sister's a little toxic for her, I will say. I really feel bad for Trace. Like, sure, Trace had made a mistake in dumping the cargo, right? But Rafa shouldn't be dragging her sister into these, like, illegal drug trades and shit like that, you know? But anyways, guys, let's get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Who you were does not have to define who you are. Just gotta... Obadiah. It's your sister's fault. Rafa, don't try to blame her. Yeah. Oh. Oh, Jedi did something. Something happened to her family. Her parents. Ah, Zero. Damn it. Hmm. Bane. That was his name, right? It's been a while since we've seen him. Damn. Hmm. I do feel bad, but... it was inevitable that working for criminals was going to lead to something bad happening for them. Just coincidence that Ahsoka's here. Oh. Jeez. Do illegal things! Do illegal things! You must! Well, I don't doubt that Rafa's gonna tell them everything. Hmm. Oh, well. Rinse, repeat. Uh... What's this creepy droid, man? Uh... Oh! Oh, shit! Damn, Trace! I like how they can't hit, but Trace can just shoot and... Goddamn. Can she Jedi mind trick through the door? Oh, not the way I thought it was gonna go. I thought she was gonna, one of the guys running by, I thought she was gonna be like, you want to open the door. Ah! Yo, just start releasing prisoners. Yes. Yes. Prison break. Damn. Oh, well, convenient. Okay, who cares? Let's go. I was gonna say, why aren't they shooting? Man, it's so lucky that the aim is bad. Idiot. Oh shit, they're explosive. That guy went flying. Holy shit. That was a video game move. Just shoot the explosive barrel, take care of all your enemies. Jeez. Uh-oh. That's not good. Are they going for it? She went for it. Damn. That's not good. Oh my god. Oh my god. She is so lucky. Yeah, right. That's terrible. That's not normal. I think in a question, I feel like Rafa might figure it out, because like the jail cell open. But we don't know how much they know about Jedi. Do they know about like Jedi being able to jump real far? I guess they did say they were jumping from vehicle to vehicle, right? Oh no! Oh no, that's bad! Oh, that is really bad for him! They didn't show it, but that man just got cut in half, I know it. Unless they have protection. And, like, it can sense if something's in the way and it stops itself. Well, you should if you're bringing your family into it. No, Rafa's gonna try to ditch Ahsoka at any chance she can. I feel like. That's a lot of guards in one tower. Nice. Cool. Nice little choreography there. Did absolutely nothing. I know they're a crime syndicate, but Trace has killed so many people. From potentially never killing someone in her life to just going on a shooting spree. I know you do what you gotta do in the moment, but man. That's so mean. It's like, I thought we were safe. We were behind cover. And now I'm suddenly not. Oh, those are the guys that got let out. Nice. They made it away too. That's hilarious. Probably just need some more booze. Uh-oh. The way they lingered on that makes me feel like he's gonna be one that gets them in trouble or something. Their mom. They're gonna see. Yep. They didn't give him any money, so yeah, I just saw them. Yep. For some credits. Damn it. Yeah, right. You're never seeing that money. It's like the perfect stance to what the picture had, too, almost. Or the hologram. Same thing. Who are you? Is it Anakin? Did Anakin, like, I feel like Anakin felt Ahsoka as they were leaving. Did he follow? Well, that poor guy's vehicle just got effed up. Rafa's gonna be like, see, she ditched us. Well, maybe not. Who are these guys? There's more than one. Well, that is not Anakin. Karlak. The Jedi I met on Karlak. I mean, the helmets with the hood on kind of look different, but are they like the runaway Death Watch people? Hmm. Nighty night. Alright. Nice. Oh shit. Hmm. I'm still wondering when those guys are gonna show up, or ladies, it seemed. Cause it was, Obi-Wan's old girl, her sister, right? Was like part of Death Watch, but then like left after all the Death Watch shit happened. names are escaping me right now. Captured again. Also, they were gonna execute them, and then they ran away, and then they captured them, and they were just like, let's not execute them now. Okay, there's a little bit of remorse there, finally. We're not gonna get to know this episode, are we? Alright. That is it, guys, for episode 7. Damn. So, yeah, the only thing I can think... I can't remember where Karlak is. But the only thing I can think of, based on the helmets, that kind of give me, like, Death Watch sort of vibes, like Mandalore shit. And we know that there was still, was it Satine? Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that the name of Obi-Wan's little, like, kind of romance that never really panned out kind of deal? And she died, and we found out that one of the Death Watch people that ended up leaving was her sister and stuff like that. I wonder if it's them up to something, or her up to something with, like, some other followers or whatnot. But because I got a little bit of Death Watchy, but it felt a little different. Like I said, when we first saw the person show up, it was just one, and I was like, we had that moment with Anakin where Anakin was, like, sensing, you know, and said, like, oh, let's leave that ship alone, you know, almost like he could sense Ahsoka on it and just, like, let it go. Just made me wonder if he, like, followed for some reason, but, like, didn't want to be, like, you know, didn't want to get the Jedi Order in trouble, so he was kind of masking himself. But, no. I had a whole story written in my head in 2 seconds that is definitely not the case. But we learned about these girls' story with their parents. They lost their parents due to when the Jedi were chasing Zero, back when Bane was going after Zero as well. And they, you know, had a choice of steering the vehicle, like, away from, like, a platform. She said it was like a platform was in the way, and they steered away from it, but ended up hitting the wall. And on the other side of that wall is, man, like, I know you don't get to choose where you live, and the more poor you are, the less choice you have, and the more risky of a place you live. But people should not be living on the other side of those walls. Like, with the vehicles going up and down that tunnel, like, all the time, there's gotta be, like, accidents like that all the time where one hits a wall or something like that, you know? And to have people living right on the other side, but, you know, I mean, that's the same to say that in our world there's a lot of dangerous places to live, but people are either, you know, stuck there due to the amount of money they make, or how they're, like, raised and they just can't get out of there, you know, and it's unfortunate. But yeah, really, I guess need some more security on those walls. Need to make them thicker so they don't freaking just get run through and kill people on the other side. But it's really sad about their parents. And I know Rafa's just trying to do what she can to make ends meet for her sister and everything, you know, but also she's dragging, like, that's all nice and fine and dandy to say, but she is dragging her sister into dangerous situations and stuff like that. But I mean, she even said this episode where she kind of saw the dollar signs on this one. She's like, I never factored in, you know, the potential execution and stuff like that. It's like, she's just trying to make money and to make ends meet. I get it, but also at the same time, Rafa's very selfish too. Like, I know she just wants to get off the planet as soon as possible. I think she does, like, she doesn't want her sister to die, right? But at the same time, she doesn't give a shit about, like, the vehicle that Trace has spent a huge portion of her life working on, or at least, I don't remember how many years she said, but it's been years of her working on that vehicle, right? And, like, scrounging up, like, pennies, like, to pay for these different parts and what she can and put it together. And she's like, oh, screw it, who cares, you know? Let's take the first thing we see and get out of here. It just feels very selfish, and I feel bad for, I feel bad for Trace, because Trace is such an innocent soul, you know? She's like, I mean, granted, she went on a damn shooting spree this episode. Luckily, they're crime syndicate people, but just, you know, she's so naive and innocent, just not wanting to do these illegal jobs, but gets dragged into them for her sister and all that. But yeah. Anyway, we are back where we started in the very beginning of the episode, with them being imprisoned to them being imprisoned again at the end. But maybe we'll see what maybe this time, instead of, you know, just kind of cheeking the door open with Jedi powers, maybe those people are going to come to the prison cell and talk to them and ask why, you know. But I wonder if that's going to reveal her identity, because they're pretty sure she's a Jedi, right? So like, I think that might have been the Jedi that I met. So they might go there and be like, I guess they could be vague. Like, if they remember the name, they could just say Ahsoka. But like if they don't know her name, they could just walk up to the door and be like, "Hey, are you that Jedi I met on, you know, wherever?" And just they'll be like, "Jedi," you know. But I thought maybe Rafa would clue in. Maybe she still will, but based off like the jump and the door opening, and, you know, just start putting the pieces together a little bit. I don't know what Rafa was able to see from her end, but man, Trace making that jump, or not making that jump, but Ahsoka, like, pushing her forward with the Force. Man, like, Trace would have just been dead if it wasn't for Ahsoka, right? Like, I don't know how far, it looked like a pretty far fall. Pretty sure she would have just been done, unless, like, a lucky speeder went by, or, like, some kind of vehicle went by, and she landed on it, or something like that, you know? But, man, alright. So, I don't think I really wrote much down. Yeah, really, I just wrote down the thing about the parents, which I already talked about. I don't really have much more to say. I hate to, like, kind of cut the discussion short. I enjoyed the episode. I've enjoyed like, it's been a fun little arc with Ahsoka. I'm glad we got to see Ahsoka. You know, might be the last time we see her before the end of Clone Wars. So, kind of glad we got a little bit more with her. So, anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen, and I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.